One of the most common questions we get about molded case circuit breakers is my circuit breaker 80% rated or 100% rated? The truth is, all molded case circuit breakers are rated to carry their nameplate amperage continuously. The difference is how they're applied. Per the National Electric Code, cables are sized to the given load. Typically, the continuous load is multiplied by 125% in order to come up with the appropriately sized cable, and then the circuit breaker is matched to that cable size. So for example, we take a 100 amp load, multiply that by 125%, because that's its continuous current rating, I get a 125 amp rated cable, and then a 125 amp circuit breaker is applied. That circuit breaker will never see more than 80% of its rated current due to that 125% oversizing of the cable. There is an exception in the National Electric Code for specific breakers that are marked and tested for 100% rating. In that case, the cables only have to be sized to 100% of the current continuous rating of the load. So for our same 100 amp load requirement, the cables would only be sized at 100 amps in this case, and then they could be applied onto a circuit breaker that was specifically 100% rated. So why is this significant? Well, you can think, let's say that this is a 125 amp rated cable versus a 100 amp rated cable. You can imagine the difference in terminating these two onto the circuit breaker to what that does to the temperature of the termination and in the given enclosure. So 100% circuit breakers are tested with this in mind. So they are tested with smaller cables that are only sized to 100% of the rated current in the circuit breaker, and then the temperature is checked against the UL temperature limits of the terminations and the given enclosure. The circuit breaker itself is physically the same. The only thing that's different between a standard circuit breaker and 100% rating, other than the markings, is again the way that it is tested and tested in a given enclosure. The time current curves are also identical between the two devices. There is no special calibration that happens between an 80% or a standard circuit breaker and a 100% rated circuit breaker. In summary, it only makes sense to use a 100% rated circuit breaker if you're going to take advantage of the smaller cable sizing. That less expensive cable, paired with the more expensive 100% rated circuit breaker, can often represent significant cost savings. If you're going to size the cable per the standard 125% of its rated load, there is no benefit to using a 100% rated circuit breaker.